Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming. Very happy and excited to be here. I am Assam. I am the Regional Vice President for the American Wine Society, and I've been promoting New Jersey wines for about 20 years now. I've always seen something special in New Jersey wineries, something that you can't find across the nation, and I've always tried to bring New Jersey wines to the rest of the world, whether it be California or Italy or France. And so that's why I was very excited to get involved when I heard that they wanted to start selling New Jersey wine in Piedmont. Now, I told this to people, and they laugh. They go, "What, are you kidding me?" But no, we're not. This is a serious thing. And it's good for the New Jersey wine industry. So many times I've been at dinners with wine stars, people like Peter Mondavi, Chuck Wagner, Joel Peterson, and I'll bring a bottle of New Jersey wine with me. And they'll drink it, and they'll say, "Wow, this is pretty good. Where's it from?" I'll go, "New Jersey," and they go, "What?" I said, "No, seriously, New Jersey." And they like it. In fact, Charlie Tomasello still has the picture of Peter Mondavi with the Palmaris 2000, I believe it was the 2012 that I poured that night. And him and Joel Peterson were very impressed. So Chuck Wagner actually liked the 2010. So New Jersey wine can do things, you know. You guys have taken the time and the effort to make a quality wine, and I'm so happy to do that. Now, for our Italian friends, you guys probably know about this already. I'm just going to go over a quick history of New Jersey wine. And it all started back in about 1758, long time ago. The Royal Society of the Arts issued a challenge from London to the colonists. They wanted them to cultivate grapes and produce wine. New Jersey was the only state that was able to step up, and they created the first American wines in 1767. Forward to the 1800s, Welch's established themselves in Vineland, as well as Ocean Spray, and people started realizing that we are the Garden State. And many fruits grow well in New Jersey, especially cranberries, tomatoes, blueberries, and grapes. And those of you who don't know, blueberries are indigenous to New Jersey. Most people don't know that. Come 1864, a guy named Louis Renaud came over from France, and he established the Renaud Winery in Egg Harbor, right down the road. That was, and to this day, it's the second longest continuously operating winery in the United States, after Brotherhood up in New York State. He also created the first American champagne, and at that time, Egg Harbor was called Wine City or Champagne City. Unfortunately, in 1919, they passed something called the Volstead Act. The Volstead Act was passed by Congress and led to the 18th Amendment, and Prohibition. At the time, New Jersey had over 100 wineries, but the New Jersey wine industry died soon after. Renaud was only allowed to stay open because they marketed their wine as a medicinal tonic, which I still say, it's my medicinal tonic. You know, everybody asks me, what's the best thing about being a somm and a certified wine judge? And I tell them, practice. So that's the best thing. Now, Prohibition, as you know, ended in 1933, but thank you to some antiquated prohibitionary laws, New Jersey had one winery per 1 million resident. One of the first, when Prohibition ended, one of the first in line for a U.S. winery permit was Frank Tomasello. And from what I've been told, he drove through a huge snowstorm to get to Washington, D.C. in February, and I think it was permit number 7? Oh, 68, number 68, okay. I wasn't sure, but yes, it was one of the first ones. Shoot ahead to 1981. Finally, after about 50 years after Prohibition, Brendan Byrne signed the Farm Winery Act. And this law let anyone with 3 acres and 1,200 vines minimum get a winery permit. And that was the beginning of the spark of the rebirth of the New Jersey wine industry. And the number of wineries doubled over the next 5 years. In 1984, we created the first New Jersey AVA, and that was Central Delaware. And then it was followed by Warren Hills in '88, Outer Coastal Plain in 2007, and just recently the Cape May Peninsula in 2018. New Jersey established the Quality Wine Program Standards, or QWA, in 1999, and this was adopted to ensure quality of New Jersey wines. And new and old wineries switched from the sweet native grapes to drier French-American hybrids and vinifera varietals, and that helped quality of New Jersey wines. Then, of course, 2012, we spoke about before, the Judgment of Paris took place. Judgment of Princeton. Now, this was similar to the Judgment of Paris in 1976, and what happened was the American Association of Wine Economists set up a blind tasting, French versus New Jersey, modeled after the Judgment of Paris in 1976, and that was the judgment that put California on the map, so as a wine destination. So in that judgment, statistically, most of the wines were equal, but the results had 3 New Jersey Chardonnays scoring extremely high against top white Burgundies, which was a shocker. That was Unionville, Heritage, and Silver Decoy, which is now Working Dog. Also, New Jersey Reds were highly competitive versus their Bordeaux counterparts, and including Heritage BDX, Tomasello Oak Reserve, and Bellevue Luminaire. And the event received national exposure, and it was a good thing. So that's what we tried to replicate tonight. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we did the whites and the reds. Did everybody enjoy the wines that we had today? Okay, good. I'm glad. I thought they were very good. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to do the reveal. So if you have your score sheets, we're not actually tallying any of the scores, but I'm just going to tell you which wine was which, and you can see which ones you liked better. We'll start with the whites. Number 1 was the Charette Barrel Reserve Chardonnay, 2022. Number 2 was the Auburn Road Barrel Reserve Chardonnay, 2020. Number 3 was the Cape May Barrel Fermented Chardonnay, 2021. Number 4 was the Domaine Leflaive Pouligny Montrachet, 2020, Burgundy. Number 5, Unionville Pheasant Hill Chardonnay, 21. Number 6, Tomasello Palmares Reserve Chardonnay, 19. Number 7, Heritage Gravel Block Chardonnay, 2021. 8, Old York Chardonnay, 2021. 9, Hawkhaven Reserve Chardonnay, 19. And 10, Bellevue Chardonnay, 19. So I hope the scoring went well with that. Hope the New Jersey wines. Did anybody pick out the Burgundy? No. That's shocking. See? All right, we got that. Now on to the reds. All right. Number 1 was the Tomasello Palmares 2010. Number 2 was the Charette Trio 21. Number 3 was Auburn Road Gaia 2019. Number 4 was the Chateau Montrose Bourg Saint Estèphe 2018. Number 5, Unionville Sourland Red 2019. Number 6, Heritage BDX 2021. Number 7, Chateau Léville-Lacasse Saint-Julien 2008. Number 8, Auburn Road Julia 2017. Number 9, Tomasello Palmares, 2012. 10 was the Cape May Redfield Blend, 21. 11, Old York Private Release, 7, 2020. Number 12, Hawkhaven Q, 19. And 13, Almathea Europa 5, 2019. So those were the scores. Hope, did anybody pick out the Bordeaux's from the New Jersey? No? Not at all, not one. That's pretty impressive. That's good. All right. On to more interesting things. I wanted to sort of, our Italian friends, everybody here may know, because hopefully you grew up in New Jersey or know New Jersey well, but I wanted to let them know about a little New Jersey slang and how to speak New Jersey. Now, in New Jersey, we say down the shore. We don't say we're going to the beach. We always go, we're going down the shore, which is different from anywhere else in the world. And anytime anybody says the boss, they're not talking about somebody they work for. They're talking about Bruce Springsteen. Somebody says disco fries, that's not a dance. It's something you go to late night, 2 o'clock in the morning at a diner, which New Jersey has more diners than any other state in the United States, and we're very small. And that's what you go. It's basically steak fries with mozzarella on it and gravy, and you have it as usually with a bottle of red wine late at night. Also, when you say the oranges in New Jersey, it doesn't pertain to a fruit, it pertains to a set of towns. And when you say pineys, you're not talking about trees. People from South Jersey, sometimes. All right, in New Jersey, root does not come from a vine or a tree. It comes from a highway, Route 22, Route 36. And bozo is a unique New Jersey insult, meaning a fool or an idiot, which comes from Bozo the Clown, which nobody else in the country really knows except New York City and New Jersey. Also, when you order a plain pie, has nothing to do with dessert. In New Jersey, that's a regular cheese pizza. And a thing called the Jersey slide is not a dance move. It is when you're in the left lane and you realize you have to exit at the last second without signaling, and you go over 3 lanes and jump off the exit, cutting off 2 people along the way. That's what we call the Jersey slide. Also, when you say AC in New Jersey, it doesn't mean air conditioning. It means Atlantic City, which is right around the corner here, and a fun place to gamble if you like. So that's some New Jersey slang that I think you should know because if you're here. Now, a couple other things. What I usually do is I do the difference between North and South New Jersey. So in the North, we call sandwiches submarines. In the South, they call it hoagies. In the North, our scrapple pork product is called Taylor ham. In the South, it's called pork roll. Our ice cream toppings in the North are sprinkles. In the South, they're called jimmies, those little candy flakes on there. And our frozen dessert in the North is Italian ice, and in the South, it's water ice. So when you say you're going to the city in the North, it means New York City. When you're going to the city in South Jersey, it's Philadelphia. Your convenience store in the North is 7-Eleven, but in the South, it's Wawa. And your parade in the North is the St. Patty's Parade, and in the South, it's the Mummers. Your teams in the North, of course, are the Giants and the Yankees, and in the South, the Eagles and the Phillies. So that's the difference between North and South Jersey. Now, there's a lot of other differences, and I don't want to even get into the debate about Central Jersey, because that could go on for an hour by itself. Also, we've got a lot of famous stars and people from New Jersey that you know. Now, everybody knows musician-wise, Bruce Springsteen, Frank Sinatra, and Bon Jovi. But did you know, Halsey too, Whitney Houston, Paul Simon, the whole Four Seasons, Queen Latifah, the Fugees, Gloria Gaynor, Sugar Hill Gang, Kool and the Gang, Dionne Warwick, George Clinton, the Jonas Brothers, Faith Hill, Donald Fagen from Steely Dan, Count Basie, the Shirelles, and Eddie Rabbitt, a country singer, are all from New Jersey, among others. When it comes to movies, we have a huge bunch of movie stars from New Jersey. Meryl Streep, John Travolta, Kevin Spacey, Paul Rudd, Jack Nicholson, Joe Pesci, Jason Alexander from Seinfeld, Peter Dinklage, Danny DeVito, James Gandolfini, rest in peace, Ray Liotta, Michael Douglas, Roy Scheider, Nathan Lane, Bruce Willis, Tom Cruise, and Steven Spielberg, all are from New Jersey. And when you get in the sports realm, too, there's plenty also. Mike Trout, Carly Lloyd, marvelous Marvin Hagler in boxing, Dennis Rodman, Shaquille O'Neal, Derek Jeter, Bill Parcells, Joe Theismann, Carl Lewis, Franco Harris, and Rick Barry from basketball. So there's a lot of famous people that come from New Jersey that people aren't aware of. So there's a lot of firsts in New Jersey, but I'm not going to go into them because I don't want to talk too long, because you guys probably want dessert. There is wine on the tables, by the way. Please, if they're not open, open them. If you need more wine, let me know. And I will leave you with a couple things. Ben Franklin, who was a very, very smart person who wrote a lot of good things, And you know what he said about New Jersey? He said, New Jersey is like a barrel tapped at both ends, because you got New York and you got Philly, and we're the barrel in between. So New Jersey is also the only state that it's free to get in, but you have to pay to leave. Whether you're going to New York, Pennsylvania, or Delaware, you have to pay to leave to get out of the state. Politicians are smart, right? You're free to come in, pay to leave. We are also the only state where you are not allowed to pump your own gas in the whole United States. The only one, self-service gas. Thank you, I like that. So we're also, with New Jersey, we are the only new state that can be recognized without the word new. You know, you say, I'm from Jersey. You can't do that with any other new state. Try that with Mexico, New York, Hampshire. No, I don't think so. And lastly, it reminds me of a joke. The joke goes, why does New Jersey have all the toxic waste dumps and New York have all the lawyers? You know why? Because New Jersey got to choose first.